Welcome y'all to the video. If you haven't downloaded it, I've got a free fat loss ebook in the YouTube description which is going to help you to tone up, and I've got a free gift that's going to be coming out very soon that you're going to be able to download. Just something I want to give my viewers and subscribers as a way of saying thank you for always supporting my channel. Cheers for all the comments on last week's Lean Bulk Full Day of Eating. There's going to be another episode next week. There are people watching from places like Malaysia and the Netherlands. You legends! I will be doing more than one video a week, but you can expect on this channel every Monday to have a Lean Bulk Full Day of Eating, and then the next Monday a Lean Bulk Physique update, then a day of eating again, and it will just keep on rotating like that because you guys seem to enjoy those videos the most, which is brilliant, and I love making them. Before we get into this video, I'd like to give a big shout out to Faith RXD and Ian and the team. I won't say all their names just in case they don't want to be included in this video. As I went up to Body Power yesterday, today is Sunday the 13th of May. It was an absolute blast. I had a great time. Had a slight problem with my ticket because I forgot my 1625 rail card. That's basically a card that gets me money off. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what Faith RXD can do in the future at the Body Power Fitness Expo, and I'm really looking forward to eventually competing in the future at the Body Power Games and the CrossFit Games whilst representing Faith RXD. Their motto is faith first, then family, then fitness. Brilliant. I'll be looking to compete, I reckon, in the next 3 or 4 years at the Body Power Games, and then the CrossFit Games hopefully about 6-8 years time. I'd definitely like to compete in the CrossFit Games at age of 30, but obviously want to before then. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. The workout footage here is from a relatively light squat session that was more based on improving my leg endurance and also taxing my cardiovascular system. And in this voiceover, I'm going to tell you about how I'm approaching training after seeing the CrossFit athletes at the Body Power Games. And I'm also going to link a video in the YouTube description I watched recently, which has really helped with my view and perspective on training. So here, with the weights I'm using 110 kilograms for sets of 8 and going straight into 15 burpees. I did that for 4 sets. But the first thing with my training is that I'm going to be including a lot more movements that I'm not used to doing and movements I don't like. So here I'm doing standing lunges, which I don't particularly like doing. This is 72.5 kilogram lunges, and I want to keep using them more. I don't particularly like doing front squats, but obviously I need to be doing them regularly as I'm going to be going to an Olympic weightlifting gym in the next coming weeks once I pass my driving test. I've got the second attempt tomorrow morning. I'm really quite anxious about it, but hopefully that'll be okay. And I'm also started to implement walking lunges, but when you have a dumbbell locked out over your head. You're going to see the footage for that in just a second, and the video link I'm going to put in the description is a great video by Juggernaut Training Systems. That's a great YouTube channel to watch with just views on training, nutrition, and how you can implement it correctly into your lifestyle. But he was talking about, in this video in particular that I'm going to link, I'm going to be talking more about nutrition when the physique footage comes up, but in this video he talks about how you need to be in a hypocaloric state, so you're eating more than your body needs in order to build muscle mass, and the types of training you should be doing in order to optimize muscle mass growth, improving your central nervous system if you're focusing on strength training, and building strength rather than building muscle mass. It's very interesting. I really do encourage you guys to go ahead and watch that. And these are the standing overhead dumbbell press walking lunge things that are really quite difficult, but I'm slowly getting better at them. I am now going to show you all the supplements I currently take to support my training and support me nutritionally. Drum roll, please. Is that it? All you use is a coffee? Okay, let's bring in the real deal. They're sitting over there ready to come on camera. Come here, lads. Thank you. I'm not the best at those clicking transitions. I'm still trying to improve on that. Unfortunately, these aren't all the supplements I use because I can't find my fish oils anywhere. The tub of fish oils is definitely in the house somewhere, but I just can't find them right now. It's very annoying. I need them to show my subscribers. Anyway, I support a company called RCR Products who also sponsor me. I've spoken to the owner on the phone before. He is based in Essex and he is very like myself. I started up my online personal training business, which is not a massive thing, but I'm looking to grow it further and further. He started his supplement line in Essex and I spoke with him roughly 8 months ago and it's growing at quite a rapid pace now. He does a lot of posting on Instagram. I'll link his Instagram up here, and all of the details about RCR Products are in the YouTube description in regards to the website, the Instagram username, and I've got a discount code for RCR Products, which again I'll chuck up on the screen and I'll also leave in the YouTube description if you decide to purchase from their website after hearing what I've got to say about them. There's no pressure for you to do this. The main message with supplements, and Robson the owner will also agree with me when saying this, is that you don't actually need them. Nutrition is the main thing when it comes to any fat loss or weight loss transformation, but I like to use these products to help support me nutritionally, to give me the edge in regards to performance, to support me nutritionally, and I do like the taste of whey protein, mixing it with frozen berries, sometimes mixing it with 0% fat Greek yogurt, mixing it in with porridge. Whoa. So here I've got the chocolate flavour of their whey protein and I've got the vanilla flavour of their whey protein. I particularly like these two flavours myself just because they're on the sweeter side, not because they've added extra sugar, just because of the sweeteners they've used. A question that could come up in the comment section about sweeteners is, are they unhealthy? I've looked into literature about sweeteners. I do believe myself as a nutrition coach that you can have sweeteners in your diet, just have them in moderation. Don't be having like 10 cans of Diet Coke per day, because that's just going to stain your teeth in the long run anyway. I like putting the chocolate whey protein in with porridge, and I'm going to show you a recipe in just a second of mixing this protein with frozen berries. I've tried their lemon sherbet pre-workout in the past. I really did enjoy the flavour of that actually. It was slightly on the bitter side, so I had to get used to the flavour, but I definitely found, not with all my workouts, but with some workouts, that I did have heightened focus and alertness, which helped me focus in on my workout. I've got the green apple flavour currently. If you'd like me to include it in a video so I can tell you what I think about it when I'm using it at the time, do let me know in the comment section. Here I've got raw nitrate. You don't need to be using this, but I do like using myself as a subject for scientific studies. He's not doing a scientific study, but raw nitrate in literature has been shown to increase performance. So I'm giving this a go. I did use it in the past and I'm going to be using it again now. I have the fish oils to protect my joints. I'll chuck up a piece of literature on the screen, and there'll also be a link to that piece of literature in the YouTube description if you want to read that article about why omega-3 fats are good to have in your diet. And then I like to take a multivitamin from time to time. I haven't been doing this daily. I usually take them if I'm feeling very under the weather, but I make sure with my diet that I have a mixture of green leafy veg as well as a variety of different fruits and vegetables. Now let me show you the recipe with the chocolate whey protein. This recipe is very simple. I'm currently adding 25 grams of the RCR whey protein into a bowl. If I can actually get my fingers in. I'm going to use a spoon. And then what I'm doing here is I'm adding 100 mils of skimmed milk. It's red milk from Sainsbury's. I don't know if it's different in America. It might be too liquidy. I quite like it liquidy. And then I'm going to mix this as much as possible. If you have a whisker, that would be preferable. Honestly, you get quite a shoulder pump from doing this. It's created quite a liquidy consistency, so I would recommend probably adding 50 millilitres of milk rather than the 100. Personally, I like this consistency, and I've done this with water in the past and it hasn't created as good a consistency, but this is actually perfect for me. So now I've mixed that in, what I'm going to do is lick the spoon, of course, and now I'm going to add 80 grams, which is a serving of perfectly imperfect mixed berries from Tesco. Strawberries, blueberries. I used this recipe when I was dieting to get to about 7% body fat. And now I'm going to just let that sit there for 1 second whilst I put the frozen berries back in the freezer, and you'll see what the effect is. That should have been long enough now. What you probably can see is I'm going to break off a little bit, but it slightly starts to stick to the frozen berries. So they're cold with that's really cold. Oh. So the idea with this recipe is that you can get a dish in restaurants where they dip strawberries in chocolate and serve it up with the chocolate hardened on the strawberries, and that is kind of what the whey protein here is doing with the frozen berries, because it solidifies on the frozen berries. It tastes really good, and the great thing for me is that you can't have any because you're watching through a screen. All the more for me. Again, all the links to RCR products are in the YouTube description. Honestly, please show me some love by liking this video and commenting down below about how good my reaction time was when catching that camera, because I thought that was going to be another near to £400 expensive mistake. Luckily I caught it. But anyway, here my physique is currently 75 kilograms, and it was very apparent when going to the Body Power Games and the Body Power Fit Expo, which was great. This past weekend I went on May the 12th. The CrossFit athletes are absolutely massive, and I do have to say the best aspect to my performance when looking at weightlifting, gymnastics, endurance is that aerobically I'm very strong, so I'm really good at running 10Ks as well as half marathons. My strength is slowly getting there, but obviously when you run frequently, and I also obviously am doing my weight training, but my physique is not going to be as big as some other people. So I'm 75 kilograms here, but I really actually want to be competing in CrossFit at roughly 85 kilograms to even 90 kilograms. These athletes, man, they could move very efficiently. And I had some really good conversations actually at Body Power about people who used to be in my position of being very good at endurance running, but then they had to make a transition into focusing a lot more on strength training and letting go of their aerobic endurance capacity for a little while in order to really focus on building strength. And they actually found that when they went back to training their aerobic cardiovascular side when focused on building strength, obviously they had got a bit worse aerobically, but it quickly came back when they started focusing more on the CV side of it again. So I've been watching a bit more of Clarence Kennedy. I'll link his YouTube channel in the YouTube description. He's a great Olympic weightlifter from Ireland. I'll be watching some of his dietary approaches, and what I'm starting to do is implement more calories again, because I need to get stronger, need to get more efficient at weightlifting. So watch this space. I'd like to get to 90 kilograms, but I think it's going to be a long journey, probably 1 to 2 pounds a month. And just want to say thanks again for all your support, and I love showing you my journey. I love hearing about yours. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grace. Happy birthday to you.
Hold on. And okay. Cool. Well done. Did you make a wish?
Bring it here, love. Yes. Is this, what flavour is theirs?
Mocha.
Mocha.
Mocha? Nice. Do you care? No. Thanks again for all your support. Today is Monday the 14th of February, and I'm of May, and I'm enjoying myself another bowl of the frozen fruit with the RCR chocolate whey protein mixed with skimmed milk. It means the world to me that you give me your time, whether you're just a viewer or if you are a subscriber. I really appreciate all the support you give me. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below and hitting that notification bell. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future, and I'll see you all in my next video. God bless.